to the Unam Innovative Competition Awards, coming to you live from the Windhoek Country Club and Resort from Windhoek. I'm Helvi Ishekwa, and it's my absolute pleasure to be your red carpet host this evening. This competition is aimed at encouraging innovation as well as entrepreneurship and promoting innovative ideas between staff, students, and alumni. We will be talking to a number of the sponsors right here from the red carpet, as well as the staff members who have made this event possible. Later on, I'll be crossing over to the main stage, whereby Lago Shitatala and Franklin Shitaleni will then be taking over. I am joined by Professor Ellen Namiga, that is from Unam, who will also be filling me in on what encouraged this event and how it has been running so far, seeing that we are in our second edition.
Yes. Actually, it's part of our responsibility and mandate as a university, not only to inspire the minds, but also to innovate. And so with research, we have to encourage our students and staff to be innovative so that they can bring about products and prototypes which can even create industry like cell phones or whatever other things they want to do.
What has a competition such as this benefited Unam in terms of encouraging staff as well as students to be innovative as well as entrepreneurs?
I mean, by and large, we have a great number of our students coming from the rural areas, where most of the labors that the people of this country are doing, they are very labor intensive. Like for instance, plowing. We still have villages where communities are plowing with their hands. Even other productive activities like producing oil and many of the things that even producing mahangu or maize or anything is very labor intensive. So we need people to be innovating, to look at problems that the society is facing and research them and bring in some innovations to ease the labor or to bring about better products.
Yeah.
Yes.
How would you encourage young innovators, upcoming young innovators, to obviously benefit from an initiative such as this competition?
I will encourage not only innovators but parents. If you have a child which is inquisitive, we should encourage these kids to come out, and the society should also help, because some kids who are very brilliant, they can create things. The society is not our education system maybe should be turn around to encourage curiosity and also a development of ideas, no matter how impossible the idea feel. So I think it is us, the community, who have to encourage our children at a very young age to develop those innovative intuitives that they show. If your child likes to fix things, you know already, maybe you have a mechanic, so encourage the child and also to discuss with the school where the children are, so that the teachers can also encourage these children to develop. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ms. Ellen.
Welcome.
This is what it is all about, as we encourage young minds as well as the old to be more intuitive and then to use their skills and create brand new ideas as well as their entrepreneurial skills. I'm joined by Dr. Joseph Ndinoshino from Unam. Dr. Joseph, good evening. Please join me right here. How are you doing tonight?
Very well, excited.
How do you think that an innovation such as this one, or an idea such as this one, has benefited Unam so far with opening up young minds?
Thank you very much for the question. I would start by saying that globally, universities are recognized as play a critical role in terms of transforming societies. So it's again this background that we have organized this competition award to encourage innovation, to encourage creativities among our students and staff. And we are so pleased that the industry has joined us to assist that and support that, to make sure that our students and our staff come up with creative ideas that can make impact in societies. I think that's the aim of it.
With 40 applications received this year, would you say that is a good number to work with? Or do you feel that more needs to be done to, of course, encourage young people as well as students and staff of Unam as a whole to be more innovative?
Thank you very much. This is the second time we are running this competition. And what we are interested in is not really in the number, it's the quality of the project submitted. So we are happy with the 40 number which was submitted, and we are very optimistic that you will see that a lot of good ideas which have been presented will actually be translated into some services and product to benefit the societies.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. 40 applications received, and at the end of the night, we get to see who will walk away with the best overall prize as well as most inspirational award. I'm joined by Mr. Elifas Hawala, that is one of the sponsors from Epangelo Mining. Good evening, Mr. Elifas.
Good evening.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to the event.
How does the mining sector as a whole benefit from being a sponsor in a sector of innovation and entrepreneurship?
Basically, our industry uses a lot of innovation. As you know, in Namibia, we are one of the few in the world that are actually mining at sea and doing all those innovative ideas in the industry. So we benefit by the students coming out of the university, working for us, and also creating some new ideas for us.
How does the mining sector itself benefit from, joining companion with a university or with higher education as a whole?
As you know, we are some of the customers for the university. For the mining engineers, they end up working for us. If we sponsor them at school, basically we believe they will come and work for us, and they will also come and be creative when they join our industry or when they go in the rest of the society.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. You're welcome. We move over to the night as we also talk to more of those sponsors as well as partners, members of Unam as a whole. I'm joined by Mr. Peter Haiweja, who is from August 26, also a sponsor. Mr. Peter, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm well.
As the August 26 Holdings, you normally focus on defense. How has sponsoring an event such as this, clicked with you and feeling like this is what you need to work with?
The event is directly aligned with our key mandates. So from the defense industry perspective, one of our key mandates is to drive industrializations. And to drive industrialization, you do it normally through the special purpose vehicle called innovation. How will we come up with new product and service that improve our military capability if we don't focus on innovation? Hence, being part of the sponsor with Unam innovation, it's also something that we are looking forward in terms of collaborations. So defense industry need innovation for us to improve our security for the country.
Would you say that innovation also somewhat aligns with Namibia's Vision 2030?
Directly. It contributes to economic growth, and whenever we have new service and product, it makes a significant impact to our country's GDP or growth. So from the defense industry perspective, we are excited to be part of this.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. More interviews will be coming through as we also get closer to the main competition, whereby we will be finding out who will be walking away with the best inspirational awards as well as best overall awards. Moving over to the main stage, please welcome that is Elago Shitatala as well as Franklin Shitaleni.
Lovely. We appreciate your patience. We appreciate you all for being here tonight. My name is Elago Shitatala, and welcome officially to the Unam Innovation Competition Awards that are taking place right here at the Country Club. This is, of course, the second edition of this kind of ceremony.
I think it's fair to say, ladies and gentlemen, that innovation is sort of what would you call it, the child of discontent, but also the parent of progress. And tonight, the idea is very simple. It's not so much that we are saying that there are people that are better than others, but ideally, like the Red Doctor said, we're trying to make sure that we are awarding quality before quantity. My name is Franklin Shinalini. Tonight, it is our job to ensure that we have a very mild and very, very great evening.
Yes, it is going to be very great. Thank you so much for setting the tone for that, Franklin. Now, here this evening, we are going to award some incredible innovators here in this room this evening who have been working very hard over the years to ensure that they are participating and contributing to research and really just the betterment of Namibia as a whole.
And I think maybe other institutions must also learn from Unam, taking a look at the fact that we're considering alumni, we're considering students, staff members as well. And the idea is very simple, that a nation grows better when we invest in these type of innovation platforms. So tonight, if you've taken part in the competition, I think they said 40 applicants is what they have.
Yes, 40 applicants in
and we've
5
got
categories.
5 categories.
One special category that they didn't have to enter, but is a special award.
Exactly. And so if you are here tonight and you are an applicant in any of these categories, congratulations to you already. And so when we bring on the winners on the stage, please ululate as loud as you possibly can.
Yes, a round of applause to all of you for being here this evening. With that said, because this is a national event, I may ask that we please all rise for the national and AU anthems. Thank you all so much. You may be seated. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are finding yourself here in the room and are watching us via our television set, that is NBC2, please note that we are live streaming this event that is on our NBC Digital News YouTube channel. So please, if you do know somebody that would like to tune in this evening, you can tell them to log in. That is on the YouTube channel, NBC Digital News.
And because that's how innovative NBC is. not just for the people that are here now, but for across the world as well. Now, as is tradition in many African homes, I think it's also incumbent upon us that if you're going to come to an event like this, you must be officially welcomed. She already apologized for having started slightly late, but we are well within the premises of African time. And so we appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, would you now help me welcome on the platform for our official opening, that is Pro Vice Chancellor. That's on behalf also of the Vice Chancellor of the University of Namibia, and she's at the Department of Admin and Finance at Unam. Please help me welcome on the podium Professor Ellen Namila.
Round of applause, please.
Thank you very much, Director of Ceremonies. Good evening. Firstly, I want to extend an apology for the delay in our commencement of this ceremony. It's not part of the university to be late. It's not tolerated at Unam. If a class must start at 7, it is at 7. And we expect that 5 minutes to 7, actually, everyone must be seated and ready. So I want, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, to extend a biggest apology to you all. And thank you for remaining patiently in your seats. Director of Ceremonies, Dr. Joseph Dinoshiho, Acting PVC Research, Innovation and Development, Ms. Lovisa Emmanuel, Director of Research and Innovation at the Ministry of Education, Innovation, Youth, Sports and Culture, Sports, Arts and Culture, members of the University of Namibia Council present here, captains of industry, members of business community, members of the media, university students, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I know you have been waiting for a long time, and maybe you ran out of steam. If there is water on the table, please help yourself, but greet me back. Good evening. Thank you very much. This is a very happy occasion where we are celebrating achievement. So we have to be excited in all our aspects tonight here. I am very honored and privileged to stand before you at this remarkable University of Namibia Innovation Competition Award 2025 under the theme, Opening Minds Through Entrepreneurship and Innovation. On behalf of my boss, our Vice Chancellor, Professor Kenneth Matengu, we are gathered here to celebrate creativity and ingenuity and embrace the transformative power of innovation, which is one of the pillars of it is driving the achievement of Unam's Integrated Strategic Business Plan 2025-2030. This is the second time we are hosting this noble event since the launch last year. We appreciate your presence for accepting our invitation to witness this event. And I welcome you all to the Evening of Innovators. The university is mandated with the responsibility to drive innovation development, stimulate entrepreneurship development among its community, and propel the creation of startups and spin-off entities for the purpose of third stream income generation for the university. Innovation is very important as it helps us solve challenges that our society is facing today and help us create a better tomorrow. The ideas and solutions that emerge from this competition have the potential to redefine industries and improve our quality of life. Director of Ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, since innovation is the key driver of digital transformation and creates an ecosystem that supports the development of business in our society, a strong collaboration between academic institutions and corporate industry is necessary for the functional economy of our country. I would like to welcome and thank our Minister of Education, Innovation, Youth, Sports, Art and Culture, Dr. Sanet Steenkamp, Dr. Sanet Steenkamp, for positively responding to our request to be our guest keynote speaker at this noble event. Her representative is amongst us tonight. Further, I thank our sponsors for their generosity, availing their financial resources, in-kind support provided to us so that we can host this noble event. Hello? As we are gathered here this evening, I want to take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate the talent and dedication of all Unam students, staff, senior academics, associate and full professors, distinguished SMEs, as well as alumni who participated in the 2025 Innovation Competition Excellency Award. Your passion and commitment to pushing the boundaries of what is possible inspire us all. Looking at the ideas and projects to be awarded tonight signifies the testament to your hard work, creativity, and innovation. Director of Ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, to the competitors, I encourage you to continue to innovate, to be resilient, and not to give up, but believing in yourself as we believe in your perseverance. Our role as a university is to keep on supporting you and promote the entrepreneurship spirit so that together we can address the challenges facing our society. We are committed to creating an environment where creativity can flourish, where ideas are given the space to grow, where entrepreneurs and innovators acquire resources they need to turn their vision into reality. Tonight, we are not just celebrating the winners of this competition. We are also celebrating the collective efforts of advancing knowledge to explore new frontiers and to build a better tomorrow. Every idea presented here has potential to make a significant impact, contribute toward a brighter tomorrow and more innovative future. Directors of Ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, in closing, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has made it to this event, who made this event possible, the organizers, judges, mentors, and sponsors. Your support and dedication are crucial in bringing these innovative ideas to forefront. To all the participants, keep dreaming big and very big. Keep pushing boundaries and keep making a difference. You inspire others, and you must bring them along so that they can be even better than yourself. Your work today will pave the way for tomorrow's breakthroughs. So let us look forward to an exciting and inspiring innovation evening. Thank you very much and welcome to you all. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Professor, please. Thank you very much for those warm, welcoming remarks, Professor. We are indeed looking forward to an innovative evening. And as you said, innovation helps solve challenges that are being experienced today, and of course also help us prepare to better deal with the challenges that will arise in the future. A round of applause for that, please. Now, we have heard Professor mention our sponsors. We've also mentioned it here in our introduction that this evening was really put together by various organizations and individuals who are making sure that we are seated this evening and able to award those that will be emerging victorious generously. One of those sponsors is our platinum sponsor, that is Telecom. Now, Telecom is not just connecting people, but they are also ensuring that if you find yourself in Etiriasa, in Omsati region, or Ngunguni constituency, somewhere in the Kavango regions, you are connected and you are able to be an innovator. So we do have Telecom here, and we want to hear a message from them as why they saw it fit to be part of this event once again, because they were also a sponsor last year at the first edition of this event. Now, here representing Telecom on behalf of the CEO is Mr. Johannes Kunamwene. A round of applause for him, please.
Thank you, Director of Ceremony. Distinguished guests, management and staff of the University of Namibia, representatives of the Ministry of Education, Innovation, Youth, Sport, Art, and Culture, talented students, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Johannes Kunamwene, and it is a great honor to stand here today on behalf of Telecom Namibia as the platinum sponsor of 2025 Unam Innovation Competition Award. This event is more than a gala dinner. It is a celebration of the bright minds and creative spirits that will shape our nation's future. Ladies and gentlemen, at Telecom Namibia, we hold a simple but powerful vision. And that vision is to promote innovation because we know that innovation is the engine of progress. In today's digital world, innovation cannot take place without information and communication technology. But we also recognize that a symbiotic relationship do exist between innovation and ICT. And ICT cannot be efficient without the constant innovation that pushes its boundaries. And at the heart of this synergy lies the very important, which is education. This partnership with the University of Namibia is a statement to our commitment to nurturing this crucial relationship. We believe that local innovation is the fastest route to national development. And that is why we have invested in you. We have invested in students. And our popular student Jiva product was developed with this exact purpose in mind. We wanted to remove barriers to entry for young innovators by providing affordable, reliable internet access. And it is our way of ensuring that a lack of connectivity never stands in the way of a brilliant idea. We remain committed to education and to service excellence. We are dedicated to building a brighter, a more connected future for all Namibians. And to the winners, let me be the first to congratulate you. Your success is a source of inspiration for your peers and a beacon of hope for our country. And to all the participants, you are all winners this evening. You have shown courage and creativity, and you have taken the first step on a journey that can change the world. Our relationship with Unam is a powerful one, and we look forward to strengthening it further in the years to come. We will continue to invest in the talent that walks these halls, because we know that your success is our success. In Telecom Namibia, our commitment to digital transformation and service excellence remain. And thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Mr. Johannes Tunamwini. It is a joyous event. We would like to remind everybody still that we are here to award innovation. Somebody had said earlier that the philosopher questions the truth, whereas innovators question possibility. And I think tonight is going to be a testament to that. Now, if you are happy being here, can I just get a quick round of applause, please? I was informed it's not a memorial service. It's a Friday afternoon. Would like to keep it just nice and mellow and beautiful like that. Before we proceed with anything else, ladies and gentlemen, the Office of the Pro Vice Chancellor for Research, Innovation and Development plays a very pivotal role in this regard. And I'd like to call on the podium now to share a bit more on that outlook. That's Dr. Joseph Dinosio, the Acting Pro Vice Chancellor at the Research, Innovation and Development. The fact that there is a department that exists with that name alone should tell you that Unam is not just the Unam of Namibia anymore, it's the Unam of the world. So wherever you go, so please welcome on the podium, that's Dr. Joseph.
Thank you very much, Director of Ceremonies. This is indeed the Unam of the world. Thank you very much, Professor Namila, Acting Vice Chancellor, for the night and for the weekend. Madam Lovisa Emmanuel, Director for Research and Innovation, Ministry of Education, Innovation, Youth, Sport, Art and Culture. Professor Erika Mas, our registrar, as it was indicated at the graduation, this year marked her 40 years at the University of Namibia. University management, I see a lot of deans, executive dean, associate dean, directors. It shows support. Captain of industry, Telecom, August 26, Epangelos, Minings, and others. Member of the business community. Of course, member of the medias. Our dear students, ladies and gentlemen, good evening once more. It's indeed a privilege to stand here before you today at this remarkable Unam Innovation Competition Award for 2025 under the themes Opening Mind Through Entrepreneurship and Innovation. We are gathered here to celebrate creativity, to celebrate ingenuity, and embrace transformative power of innovation, which is one of the pillars that is driving the achievement of Unam's strategic business plan, 2020-2025, 2020-30. This is the second time we are hosting this noble event since we launched it last year. The Office of the Pro-Vice Chancellors of Research, Innovation, and Development is mandated with the responsibility to drive innovation, development, and to stimulate entrepreneurship development among the university communities, and to propel the creation of startup and spin-off entity for the purpose of third stream income generation for the universities. So hosting this incredible event is the right step in the right direction towards achieving this objective. Innovation, ladies and gentlemen, is more than just a buzzword. It is a DNA of our modern societies. It touches every facet of our life, how we work, how we communicate, how we solve problems, and how we envision a better future. The ideas and solutions that emerge from this competition have the potential to redefine industries, to improve the quality of our life, and to address some of the most pressing challenges we are facing today in our societies. Director of Ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, globally, innovation drives digital transformation and create an ecosystem that nurture the creation of startups and the establishment of enterprises vital for functional economy. Collaboration between academia and industry and government is necessary. And I must emphasize that again. Collaboration between academia, industry, and government is imperative to drive research, to drive development, and the adoption of new technology that foster a culture of continuous improvement in our communities. In this case, I want to commend the Center for Innovation and Development for taking this proactive approach of igniting the flame of innovation that is scheduled to gleam above our head as we witness real-world solutions that are worth commercializing being acknowledged and awarded. At this juncture, I want us to give a round of applause to our director, Dr. Sifani. Just stand up so that people can see you. Thank you very much. As we embark on this journey of exploration and discoveries, I want to take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate the incredible talent and dedication of all the Unam students, the Unam staff, senior academic, associate professor and professors, distinguished SMEs, as well as the alumni who participated in the 2025 Innovation Competition Excellence Award. Your passion, your commitment to pushing the boundaries of what is possible inspire us all, looking at the ideas and projects to be awarded today, signify the testament of your hard work, the testament of your creativity and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, to the competitors, I encourage you to continue challenging the status quo, to think beyond conventional limits, to embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. Remember that the path of innovation is rarely linear, as it's often filled with twists, often filled with turns, but it's through perseverance, resilience, adaptability, those groundbreaking ideas we are witnessing today were born. Therefore, our role as research, innovation, and development is to support and nurture this spirit of creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship development. We are committed to creating an environment where creativity can flourish, where ideas are given the space to grow, and where entrepreneurs and innovators acquire the resources they need to turn their vision into realities. We recognize that our future depends on fostering a culture that values and invests in innovation, which is demonstrated in the establishment of the University Entrepreneurship Innovation Hub that support entrepreneur development through coaching and mentorship. Tonight, we are not just celebrating the winner of this competition, we are also celebrating the collective effort of advancing knowledge, to explore new frontier, to build a better tomorrow. Every idea presented here has the potential to make a significant impact toward contributing a better future, a more innovative future for our societies. In conclusion, I would like to express on behalf of the university my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has made this event possible. The organizers, the judges, the mentors, the sponsors. Your support and dedication are crucial in bringing this innovative idea to the forefront. To all the participants, keep dreaming big, keep pushing the boundaries, and keep making a difference. Your work today will pave the way for tomorrow's breakthrough. Let's look forward to an exciting and inspiring innovation. I thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Ndinoshiho. That was a beautiful message. We truly appreciate it. And many, many thanks to Unam for seeing it fit to award those who are contributing to the betterment of Namibia. Now, when Professor Namila was here, she mentioned that the University of Namibia and this event has the backing of its custodian ministry through the minister, that is Dr. Sanet Steenkamp. Now, she also indicated that we do have a representative here to speak on behalf of the minister, as she was not able to make it here due to other pressing and equally important obligations. So I would like to now call upon, that is Madame Lovisa Emmanuel. Now, she is the Director for Research and Innovation at the Ministry of Education, Innovation, Youth, Sports, Arts and Culture. A round of applause for her, please.
Yes, thank you so much, Madam Director of Ceremony. Of course, I know all of you wish to have seen Dr. Steenkamp standing in front of you tonight. But due to the vastness of the functions and mandate of our ministry, she really could not be here. And she really wished to be here tonight, but she's sending her greetings. And to the innovators that are going to be awarded tonight, she's really sending her well wishes. And she wishes you all well when you continue to innovate and bring those solutions to the Namibian problems. My name is Lovisa Emmanuel, as it was alluded to, and then allow me then to read her speech as prepared. Director of Ceremonies, Prof. Ellen Namila, Dr. Joseph Ndinoshiho, Unam Council members, Unam management, faculties, students, innovators, Telecom, and all other sponsors that sponsored this event, distinguished guests, innovators, today is your night. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is a great honor and pleasure to join you tonight as we celebrate the spirit of innovation and creativity amongst the University of Namibia, staff, students, and entrepreneurial stakeholders. The Unam Innovation Competition 2025 is a living demonstration of what Namibia's future can become when our youth, academia, government, and industry work in collaboration. Namibia faces many development challenges, such as youth unemployment, inequality in access to opportunities, infrastructure deficit, brain drain, and the need to diversify our economy from overdependence on very few sectors. But among these challenges also lies a possibility. And that possibility is that we can transform our own trajectory through ideas, through creativity, and through technological leaps. In recent times, the government of the Republic of Namibia, through the Office of the Prime Minister, launched the strategic plan for delivering innovative and responsive public services through transformational leadership. This is exactly the ecosystem we need, one where government assimilates its efforts with academia, the business community, and the public to create and also to come up with prototypes to the marketplace. So the impact of this initiative of government is measured not merely in papers, but also in better livelihoods for our public. And so better livelihoods in terms of jobs, in terms of the healthier community, and also in terms of sustainable system within our country. So therefore, I strongly believe that innovation must be a national imperative. It should not remain the domain of a few, perhaps a domain of those that are in higher education, but it should really be democratic, inclusive, and also responsive to the real challenges that we face today in our 14 regions of this country. So tonight, allow me to make few observations, about 4 of them. Firstly is that innovation is not about trying. No, rather, innovation is about trying, failing fast, and really learning fast. Because if you are keeping in that innovation journey for too long, resources are being wasted if you are not doing it fast. So some of your prototype, now this is to the innovators in the room, so some of your prototype may not work, some will fall short of expectation, and that is really normal. So what matters most in this journey is your resilience to pivot, to start anew, to start afresh, to iterate, and to press on so that you finally achieve something at the end of the day. Secondly, impact is as important as ingenuity. The most elegant solution in a lab matter little if it cannot be scaled, if it cannot be used, if it cannot be maintained, if it cannot be adopted by the communities that lives by you. So therefore, in your work, in your innovation, always ask yourself, who will benefit from my innovation? In what context am I innovating this solution? And at what cost? Will it be afforded by the communities? All of them, from the grassroots level up to the highest level. Will they be able to afford my innovation? Thirdly, collaboration. Collaboration is really your multiplier. None of your work will succeed if you work in isolation. So engage with industry, with your community, and with government agencies. The more connected you are, the more relevant you become, and the more durable and useful your innovation will become. Fourthly, your success tonight places you, or rather places on you a responsibility to mentor others, to share, and to raise the next generation of innovators. Success is amplified when it is shared. So to those of you who did not win today, please do not be discouraged. Prize or not, your ideas have value. Continue to refine them and to seek partnership. Some of the most transformative innovation that you see in the world today were initially dismissed, but because those innovators persisted, is what the product and services that we are using today. So therefore, if you are not a winner today, let this be your encouragement to keep on refining your idea, your product, your service, until it becomes available for use. So the Namibian government see your work not as extracurricular, but as essential in the process and in the innovation ecosystem. We will strive as a government to create an enabling environment where innovation is not stifled by red tape, where innovation is not funded, or where there is bureaucracy. So we will strive to offer you that conducive environment where you can thrive. While we welcome innovators across all fields, I also encourage you to focus in areas where Namibia has both the need and also have a competitive advantage. As you know that Namibia is richly endowed with solar, with wind, and potential for green hydrogen. So therefore, we need innovation in storage, energy access, also in agro-processing, industrialization, and also in digitalization. Given our arid environment, so we need innovation in smart agriculture or for smart irrigation, drought-resistant crops, water harvesting, precision agriculture. These are all areas that I'm encouraging innovators to look at, and also the universities to look at. Remote sensing are also very critical areas that we need to look at. So in remote areas, we need to have technologies that can reduce travel, also technology that support diagnosis, technology that support or monitor chronic illnesses, and also support mobile clinics. Those are all urgent needs where research and innovation needs to look at. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are celebrating winners, but the deep purpose really is to sensitize an entrepreneurial culture within our university. So to those innovators that will receive awards tonight, please use them wisely, scale them, get partnership, prototype again if you are not a winner today, and really transform lives with your innovations. To the faculty, to the deans and administrators, continue to nurture risk-taking, support cross-departmental collaboration, lighten the bureaucratic burden if there is any, connect students to the industry and to the mentor. Now to the private sector in the room, please see this innovation or innovators, not as your competitors, but also as your collaborators. Invest in them, mentor them, buy their prototype, and make that prototype part of your supply chain in your industry, in your company, in your manufacturing supply chain. So to the other government ministries and departments that are here, Let us open doors to the innovation. Let us open doors to the innovator. Let us pilot the prototype and the innovation that comes out of our university. Let us also be the customers of our local innovation. Even very small pilot or prototype, let's really try them in our government. And at the national at large, let us support the journey of innovation. In closing, let me congratulate once more all the awardees, the finalists, and the participants. Your courage to imagine, your persistence to build, your willingness to test is what really brought you here today. Without that, you could not be here. And these are the qualities that make you the pioneer for today and tomorrow. So the government will walk beside you, but really the journey is yours. So to the sponsors of this competition, Telecom Namibia, a Pangelo mining company, Daures Green Hydrogen Village, Inceptus Holding, Namibian Ports Authority, New Era Publication, Namibian Broadcasting Corporation, BIPA. Does that mean all those that have been mentioning are not here or what? Thrive. Namibia Standards Institution, we thank you and we value your support and we encourage you again to continue because without innovation, really we cannot keep on consuming what is being innovated elsewhere. We also want to start consuming what is being innovated here on our own land. I therefore call upon other institutions to join and sponsor future innovation endeavors, not just for the University of Namibia, for any other institution in Namibia, because whatever comes out, if innovation comes out of their hard work, it's really to all our benefits as Namibians. May this ceremony may not be the end point, but the launching pad of many, many more breakthroughs for stronger academia, for thriving enterprises, and for Namibia's whose future is really authored by its most creative young minds. I look forward, that's now the minister herself, I look forward to following your journeys, to support your growth, and celebrating your successes. May your idea take flight, and may Namibia really benefit from your boldness. I declare this ceremony officially opened. I thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Isn't it so beautiful to know that the Namibian government has innovation in its coffers, and it is supporting it as well? Are we not agreeing?
I know this table knows exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I think it's important for us to reiterate, right? As innovators, you don't fail. Like, let's talk about the Thomas Edison idea, right? He didn't fail 99 times. He just found 99 ways which that innovation doesn't work.
Yeah.
And so you didn't fail. It's just 99 tries. And then by the 100th time, you had a great innovation, right? And so in the interest of time, and also because we are very innovative, if you could hear the table there, you can guess what company is in that corner. The clapping and the fun head in that corner are very much that of our own. But we'd like to now cross to one of our colleagues who's in the, what we call the red carpet. His name is Joshua Murray. We'll have the privilege to see him here innovatively while we inside here take our own break.
Yes, now Joshua Mario will be engaging some of the winners from last year. I think most of us are wondering, we saw the checks being handed out last year, but where did the money go to? So perhaps those that he will be engaging will be able to tell us how they were able to put that check to good use.
And for those that are watching us on TV as well as streaming us on our YouTube channel, please ensure that you share the link with your family members, especially if you've got like somebody that is part of the competition here. Ensure that the views are up, the people are watching us. But for now, we are crossing right back to Joshua Mario. Stay with us.
All right, thank you so much, Franklin and Delago. Indeed, what an event and what an occasion and a place to be as we are celebrating our forward thinkers, as we are celebrating innovators who have gone beyond and pushed themselves beyond the limit to be able to be innovative. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us within the borders and beyond the borders of Namibia, you are watching the 2025 Unam Innovation Competition Award. And today, I'm joined actually with Dr. Namweya, here a lecturer of entrepreneurship and innovation, who will tell us more into why innovation. Why do you think innovation is important for our students to be able to learn as we are building our future?
Innovation, very important initiative for the country, for the personal development, and also for job creation. A country won't develop if we don't have innovators. They are the ones who are coming up with new things that we are using to satisfy our needs as a country, as people in the houses. We really need innovation in a country.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks so much, Dr. Namweya. Looking at that, we also need mentorship. We need coaching. So what would you say, what must be done to these innovators who are coming up with these ideas? How is the mentorship program to innovate more?
They need support. Support from everyone, support from sponsors, support from those who are skilled, to give them encouragement. Sometimes they have ideas, but they don't have anyone to support them. They need someone who can always be there to encourage them and always to tell them, this is the way you have to go. Although they have ideas, sometimes they don't know where to start and where to go. And they will only grow with someone if you are there behind them.
Indeed, as you have said it, with Unam, we shape the future, we inspire minds. What would you say, what support does Unam give through departments, through lecturers? What support does Unam give to students or people who are into the innovation space?
Unam is trying its best, and we are doing a lot, because we have Namibia at heart, and we have our students at heart. We want them to grow. That's why there's a Center for Innovation and Development, yes, where I also mentoring these new young people who are doing this innovation, and they are doing wonders because we are behind them as a university. We also need some people from somewhere else to come on board and just assist us. Although we have skills that we are giving them, they also need additional support, like finances, equipment, and so on, so that we can flourish as a country.
Wonderful. Dr. Namweya, probably our last question. What would be encouraging words to somebody who would like to join these awards or this competition? What would be encouraging words? Either should they only be students at Unam? Should they only be within the confinement of Windhoek, or it's across the country? Or maybe also lecturers? How do they enter? Or what's your word on that?
I'm a lecturer, and I also want to encourage fellow lecturers. We are more only occupied with lecturing and forget ourselves that we have these skills, and we need also to give our skills there to become innovators as well. Oh, yes. And not only to give it to the students, but also for us. We need next year many lecturers also to participate in this innovation award, so that they can also become winners, and not only to give it to others and forget about ourselves. We want Namibia to grow from students, from innovators anyway. including lecturers.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. That was the voice of Dr. Namoya, one of the mentors in the space of entrepreneurship and innovation. Thank you so much. If you are watching us, you have joined the 2025 Unam Competition Award right here in the capital, Windhoek. And now we move on to a video where we're going to look at one of our winners who actually did Acacia fiber board. Stay tuned as you are being inspired to innovate.
I'm Professor Daniel Ikias. I'm a full professor in material science and also researcher for material science. At the same time, I'm a coordinator for science and technology in the multidisciplinary research services of the University of Namibia under the office of the Pro-Vice Chancellors for research, innovation and developments. At the same time, I'm a full-time lecturer at the School of Science in the Faculty of Agriculture, Engineering and Natural Science.
My name is Ahmed Sheikh Youssef. I'm an associate research professor based at the Multidisciplinary Research Services at the Center for Research Services at the University of Namibia. I'm a full-time research staff. I'm researching on functional ingredients, traditional food and beverages, natural product value addition and potential commercialization.
And then it was excited to know that we were the second run-up winners, and it was so excited because it was well organized, and we happened to meet a lot of potential investors, mainly at the event, and also after that also there was more people calling. They want to know about our fiberboard product.
The moment last year was really a moment of recognition to the team's efforts, to the team of inventors. I believe those researchers, postgraduate who received the training in this were acknowledged and to say, well done for the invention that was patented and registered not only in Germany, but as a PCT international. And definitely give the team boost to say, this is not the end, this is the beginning, where we need to think now what is next.
Acacia fiber bolt, which is a bolt which we use to make for constructions, made from wood, mainly from acacia, and then they are binded by silica binders, which also make it very good in such a way that it cannot burn. For instance, it can only burn after exposing it more than 1,100 degrees for 1 hour. Then is when you see the fire. So this is a very good material that is important for the construction of houses, especially for the places where fire is likely to happen.
I believe now if we see this product, now we have developed several prototypes. We have here, we have something can be used as partitioning, and something can be used as insulating materials, where it's fire resistance. It can enable really excellent insulation and some potential application. Our idea with our industrial partners, Styrotex polymer, now they are having Styrotex and Styrofoam different, I would say, products. Now we are blending our idea with their products. You come up with something more solid, innovative, affordability, and also practicality.
Just calling the local investors, the businessmen, just let's work together to see how we can bring this as a prototype of, like, for construction of a house. This is very important because we are talking about higher quality and also sustainable in such a way that it's also termite resistance. Even if you build it, it will not be decomposed or eaten up by the termites. And also I talk about the fire retardants, and also the main important also, we are talking about green economy now, and this is about lower carbon footprint, which will help us to get a credit from international organizations.
Well, viewers, I hope you had a great time watching the Acacia Fireboard. I hope it also inspires you to think beyond the border as well. If you've joined us, you are watching the Unam 2025 Innovation Award ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined here with Mr. Fanuel Hiko, the Director of Strategic and Partnership at Unam, where we are just going to engage on issues of innovation and strategy. Well, welcome to our place where we are just discussing about issues on innovation. Tell us, how does innovation actually link or intertwine with strategy?
Thank you so much, and excited to be here. In fact, we just want to inform the country that the university has actually started its new strategic plan, 2025 to 2030. And innovation is very high in terms of this new vision and direction that we're looking at. Just maybe to touch on the vision itself, we are looking at to be a future-oriented, sustainable hub of excellence, specifically in higher education and innovation in Africa. And that's what we're looking at. To be specific, there are certain criteria or certain items that are covered within the strategy itself, which I can go into details.
Wonderful. When we talk about strategy, we're talking about the future.
Correct.
So definitely, how will Unam actually support these initiatives going forward in terms of innovation? And what are those key industries that you think are very paramount, that that are of great importance for Unam to be able to support as we are moving towards Vision 2030 and beyond?
Yeah. First of all, one would want to clarify that the university is a public enterprise, and sometimes we miss that. As a public enterprise, we have been, party to the development of the National Development Plan, 6, of course, as we know, as a vehicle to contribute towards Vision 2030. And what we have covered in our strategy is exactly to contribute and to help government in terms of innovation itself. We have two particular strategic themes that are touching on this. The first is on higher education, for societal transformation. And what we're looking at in terms of the new strategy is that through the transformed curriculum, all students are actually required to, be given softer skills in terms of entrepreneurship. Whether you're starting within the Faculty of Commerce or you're doing humanities or arts or design, there is a softer skill that is added to the new curriculum to ensure that all students are actually guided in terms of entrepreneurship, to get them to start a business right after they finish the study. The second one is the issue of research and innovation for impact. So gone are the days that research is just being done for the sake of doing them, but of course to bring solution to the community and society. And that is why, as researchers at the University of Namibia, what is being actually pushed for is to ensure that they come up with sort of, prototypes or type of output-oriented, results from the research that can actually be commercialized, and that is where, the part of contribution is coming through.
Yeah. So, in other words, if I heard you correctly, strategically, Unam is willing to hold your hand and work with you towards your innovative space. Well, our last question, Mr. Hiko, how can Namibia create a better environment for young entrepreneurs to best sell their ideas?
Very good. The very first thing is actually this platform that is created by the university to ensure that we allow, the students to actually go as crazy as possible in their thoughts and thinking, and that we would support them with such platform where we can actually, give them awards, do some incubation, and ensuring that at least we connect them to the financial institutions, so that whatever innovative ideas that they come up with actually gets to the market.
Wonderful. I see also their products being promoted here by the Center of Innovation right at Unam, whereby we are promoting indigenous product for it to be able to reach within the borders and beyond borders. Thank you so much for your time. We wish you the best as you strategically, innovatively take Unam together with the nation forward. Thank you so much. Dear viewers, you have heard from the strategic side of Unam that indeed we are here to assist innovators to move towards a brighter future. Now, take this time, relax, sit back, don't go away as we give you just a show on the video of Agri-Tech on also one of our winners last year. Stay tuned, don't go away.
I'm Owen Lisolo. I work for the University of Namibia, and we are a team that came up with a system that we are working on called Agri-Track. It's an animal tracking system for animals using ear tags, and they are to work using GPS. So that was our project last year that we presented on.
Shanek, partner to Owen Lisolo. We worked at the same department, that was the Center for Innovation in Learning and Teaching, but unfortunately I do not work there anymore. I left the university. So yeah, Agri-Tech is as said, is the system that we came up with, and we have been working intensively on it, and we are happy to share with you what we have prepared. Actually, when we got the call last year, I couldn't make it to the award ceremony. Owen had to stand in for the both of us. But it has been a thrilling, it was really a thrilling experience for us due to the fact that we get to contribute beyond what we could really positively impact within our immediate space. Looking at from a political stance, we get to really solve some of the challenges that the government is faced with in terms of farming and the lot. So we get to step in that to see what are the societal problems that are faced by the farmers. It's a loss of their animals just getting sick, and then they're not being able to track their whereabouts. So this was the societal problem that we wanted to innovate with. This is the societal problem that we wanted to combat, to say how can we really intervene and how can we make sure that we contribute to Namibia as a country at large. So for us, coming up with the Agri-Track system was just not for the sake of us innovating, but it was for the sake of us trying to find that problem that really serves as a hindrance in the farming industry in Namibia, and hence why we decided to come together, pool our resources, and really just see how we could contribute positively to the farming sector. Looking at it from a societal problem, as I already said, farmers, usually it's those small herders. We actually also wanted to combat, in a sense, those small children that are supposed to be in school, because they are the ones that need to, herd the cattle, take them for water, farming, feeding. So we wanted to combat that just so the farmers already can sort of direct the animals themselves, and then they'll be able to track that from their devices within the comfort of their homes.
So it was a good experience knowing that actually people can, I believe we're selected because they could see the impact of what the system will do and what is happening currently in the country, especially the northern parts of the country. As we can see, they are really challenged with outbreaks of diseases and all those kind of theft of animals. So with this system, it will really make it easier for even those people in the rural areas to be able to see if their animals were in a, maybe let me say, in affected area zone where maybe there was an outbreak or something. So they easily now isolate those animals that were in that area. So it will make their life really easier. So far, okay, we've actually designed the way the system would look. We have created a database where all the information will now be stored, and the farmers or whichever board will be responsible for managing such can pull records and everything from the system. And okay, we are currently busy with the interface of, like, I think when I share what I've done, you will see there will be like an interface where you can now perform like adding of animals, tracking them through a map. It will basically show you a map of how the animals are moving. So yeah, so far that's what we have now done.
I think to highlight a couple of those would be that we get to contribute to some of the geographic information that exists within the country. We'd be able to see which land is good for grazing, how the rotation is being done from farmers to farmers over the period of years, so that would actually also help the government a lot. Within the system, there is room and recognition for true innovation, and whatsoever advice that there is to give to the young people is to say that do what you believe would help the country, and you would end up like us. So that has been a greater reward, to just, believe in the system and that people really do recognize true talent.
Well, welcome back. And I must say that if you are still with us, dear viewers, it's because indeed this award awaits for you as well. That idea should not go unnoticed. That idea should not go untouched. Well, in the space of innovation, we cannot go without partners. They say no man is an island. So we are here with Mr. Maletsky, the CEO of the New Era, one of our key sponsors of this magnificent event, the 2025 Unam Innovation Award Competition. Well, we just want to find out, welcome to our platform, Mr. Maletsky.
Thank you very much.
Please share with us, why is it important to actually support this kind of initiatives as an organization?
Thank you very much. To start off with, research and innovation are the cornerstones of any society's advancement. If a society is to strive towards developing its people, the socio-economic environment of people, the knowledge advancement, you talk about research and innovation. So as a New Era Publication Corporation, we couldn't sit back and just observe what was happening. That's why it's not our first year that we are involved in this. For the second year, we saw that there are gems to be discovered. There are prototypes that would be coming out that could change the destiny of Namibia. And you want to be involved there as a media house, but also as an institution mandated to advance what government is doing. And you will remember that innovation and knowledge sharing basically is quite high on the 8 administration's pillars and what they have set out to do. So as an institution mandated to promote and being the transformation belt of information between the society and government, which is the 8th administration at the moment, We decided last year to be involved. We have seen last year what happened, and we are excited about what will come out tonight, because we know that it will shape tomorrow's Namibia. There's going to be a lot of knowledge coming out of this that will change what's going to happen in many houses, in many villages, many towns, and homesteads. And that's why we are involved, basically.
Wonderful.
In short.
Thank you so much for that. Mr. Maleski, I wanted to find out what will be your take into the into the areas or into the types of innovation that you want to see within the country with young people, professors, different professions. What types of ideas you would want to see within the country?
From our level, of course, we've seen quite a lot last year, and having gone through the brochure this year again, very exciting projects that came through. But from our level, it's about issues and prototypes that will advance the socio-economic development of the country, of the people. We can be so busy, but if whatever we do is not advancing the men on the street, the normal men, it is of no use. Then we've just been busy. So whatever we do should be for the advancement of the country as a whole. So I wouldn't say in this specific area, but we have seen, and even tonight we will see quite a lot of very exciting, not a lot, but very qualitative and quality prototypes that will be revealed. And that really is what it is. What we need to do from my angle is that we need to find money. We need to find money to push this to the end. We need to find money that it will impact the men and the women on the street.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Now that you mentioned about money, we really need more stakeholders on board. So what will be your encouraging, probably your encouraging words to other organizations out there as to how to support these initiatives for them to be able to actually, reach a maturity level of fruition? Yes. What will be your words of encouragement to others?
So this is not a Unam project. That, for starters, we need to be aware of. It's not a Unam project. It's not something that needs to be limited to Unam. So how do we then help Unam to reach more? That is by bringing on board a new era to promote what is happening. And that's what we've been doing in terms of promoting the event and so on, but even to report and interview those the innovators, to interview them so that those ideas can be sold. That is what needs to be happening. So I will appeal to others to come on board, especially producers or retailers who will be selling the mutete that is being produced by Unam. Those are the retailers that need to come on board, but so many others can play a part. So I wouldn't really want to say, to call on specific, but it's a national project. This is a national project, and let's see it that way, really. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate also your contribution as an organization towards this initiative, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, dear viewers. That was the voice of Mr. Maleski, one of our key sponsors. Actually, they are now sponsoring us for the second time. In other words, Vision 2 of our Innovation Award. If you are still watching, ladies and gentlemen, get inspired just to know that the country needs your innovation. And before we proceed, sit, relax, and let's watch this video from Professor Kadila, who actually also will share with us their way into this journey. Do not sit with that idea. Innovate. Come on board. There will be somebody who will be assisting you. All the best.
My name is Nailoke Pauline Kadila. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Biochemistry, Microbiology, and Biotechnology. It was an overwhelming moment. It was humbling, and it was also motivating to know that our idea is being celebrated and it resonates with others' willingness of using and taking in what we created. Since that moment, we have seen an overwhelming interest coming from the community and people who are interested in either taking the products. In fact, some of them are already asking where should they buy these products, with others interested in growing the mushrooms and also just making their own products. What keeps me passionate is the fact that I love what I do, and that motivates me to do whatever I do in the lab or in the class. And the local ingredients gives us cultural pride. It also helps us preserve our own indigenous knowledge. And local is usually fresh. It's not gone through much processing, and it is within the people, by the people themselves. Also helps us preserve our own indigenous food, and it gives us that pride that we are consuming what we have and what is within us. When it comes to local ingredients health, and in this case we are talking about mushrooms. Mushrooms are full of vitamins and a lot of minerals that we cannot even get from any other vegetables. Some people do not know that mushrooms are medicinal. Medicinal in the sense that they contain compounds in the form of polysaccharides, sugars, that helps strengthen our bodies in fighting the diseases. Mostly of these microchemicals are good for the big diseases like diabetes, cancer, and of course, not to forget lowering cholesterol. So with high cholesterol and eating mushrooms, it's good for us. So it can actually replace a steak of meat.
If you are still with us once more again, we would like to thank you for your patience and just for the interest that you have shown into watching this, this live show talking about the 2025 Unam Innovation Competition Award. Yes, indeed, we need to be innovative. We need to think not even outside the box, but to think without the box itself, because we do not want to put any limit in terms of innovation, creativity, and so on. Well, one of our panelists, in fact, of this interview is Mr. Nico Muya, Chief Commercial Officer at the Namibia Broadcasting Corporation. Mr. Muya, welcome to our platform.
Thank you. Thank you, Mario, for
please,
having me.
thank you so much. Tell us the role of media into actually supporting these initiatives in terms of, you know, helping out innovators out there.
No, perfect. Thank you very much for the question. You know, as NBC, our mandate is to educate, entertain, and inform. So why we partnered with Unam for the Innovation Awards is basically linked fully to our mandate because we want to share with the nation, both on TV, radio, across the digital platform, in terms of what is innovation and as well as what Unam in terms of what they are doing with the Innovation Awards. So that was one of the critical pillars that we took initiative on partnership with Unam.
Wonderful. So now, therefore, you answered very well. And allow me to stretch the question to say, do you believe that innovation awards can become a national benchmark for innovation excellence? If
Yes.
so, how will and why do you think so?
No, 100%. I believe so. It can, because innovation awards basically it entices the people to think outside the box, to bend the box, for them actually to be able to come up with innovation that can actually assist with the socio-economic objectives of the country. So it's very critical for people to be innovative. Remember, entrepreneurship is also linked to innovation. So you cannot become an entrepreneur if you are not innovative. So I believe indeed this is a right scope, for people to push in, for them to become innovative. From the NBC side, we've been a cornerstone, if I may say, when it comes to innovation. One of the products that we have rolled out is the product called NBC Plus, which is a fully-fledged OTT platform that allows audiences globally to be able to stream NBC television as well as 11 radio stations. Now, within the element of innovation, it's been embedded within our strategic plan through the visions and the values of the NBC. Now, going forward, we are even far beyond that. So we are planning to have what we call VOD. So the VOD element of it's part of innovation as well, because the NBC Plus is built on a MEM, which is the media asset management. What it will entail going forward is, if you miss the news or if you miss the innovation awards, immediately upon the finishing of the awards or completion of the awards, automatically the awards will be loaded within the NBC mobile app. For people who did not watch it, who did not have time to watch it live, they can still go back to it. The people who are within the audience, tomorrow they can still watch it. So that's the idea. That's what innovation means to the NBC.
Wonderful. Oh, beautiful. Indeed, NBC, it's ours.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
What are the areas that you think are most promising for the future within the Namibian industry? What are some of those innovative ideas and areas that are key for shaping our future as we move forward?
From broadcasting perspective, we've been pushing the element of AI. As you know, NBC is having 11 radio stations. We are broadcasting in different radio stations, different languages, sorry to say. So different languages, it means that if we embed AI within the broadcasting aspect, we don't need translators, a physical person to be in the studio. So we can do coding with that AI, whereby an English script can be translated in all the vernaculars instantly. So that's what it means from broadcasting perspective. But within the broader sphere, basically there's a lot of ideas. I read an article saying that the next billionaires are going to be within the AI space. So those are the innovators.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Moya. Probably maybe your word of encouragement towards an innovator who's probably in the peripheries of the country, and they are just saying, what will I do? What's the way forward? So what would be your encouraging words to such a citizen?
There's a lot of opportunities out there. As indicated earlier on, entrepreneurship and innovation, they go hand in hand. You can never be an entrepreneur if you're not an innovator. So you have to look in terms of the solutions of challenges that the society is facing. So that's where now you can become innovative. For example, there are a lot of challenges that we are faced with the country where water is concerned, availability of water, particularly in rural areas. So innovators can look at the challenges and look in terms of how do I build a product that can assist the people actually to have water within the communities that they are living in. So this is just one example. From broadcasting space, there's a lot of opportunities. From the NBC side, we are pushing now what we call direct to home, whereby we can offer 100% network coverage to all Namibians. And it's also part of our strategic plan, because our vision is basically to offer 100% network connectivity cost effectively. So that's on linear, which is television, as well as digital, which is the OTT aspect of things. So word of encouragement, there's a lot of opportunities out there. So the young people, they must go for it.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Muya. We really appreciate your time. That was actually the voice of Mr. Muya, the Chief Commercial Officer at the Namibia Broadcasting Corporation, aka or well known as NBC. Well, if you've been watching this live show, indeed, you are the one we are looking at. Who could it be? Probably you'll be the next award winner in our next award competition. So don't relax. Look for that idea. Get it. There will be people to assist you, mentors to actually guide you, because Namibia is looking for you. And this was Joshua Mario, live. As I hand now over to Franklin and Delago, over to you over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, and those that are watching us on our streaming services, as well as on NBC2, and everyone that's in this room tonight, I think we've come to the point that we've been looking forward to, and that is who gets to walk away with the well-coveted after title of being the specific winner in that specific category. We are very well informed that within each category, there's not each, but I think most of them, there's a runner-up as well as a winner. And so what we'll be doing is that we'll be relaying, taking a look at who is sponsoring what category and to the value of what. We'll also request, I'm sure the sponsors have been spoken to already, that as soon as we call out the sponsors, you would just come all the way down to the stage, and then you hand over the prizes to the lucky winners. I'm going to hand it right over to my amazing colleague here to start it off very well, because ladies first, so that I can learn how it's done, and then I proceed thereafter innovatively. Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? Are you enjoying yourself so far? Are we ready to hear who are the lucky winners? I'm telling you, this table, Oceania region's finest.
I think there might be people that entered around that table.
You can
Hence
tell.
The excitement.
You can tell already.
Yes.
I'll leave it up to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Franklin. And a big thank you to our colleague, Joshua Mario, who was engaging various personnel there on the red carpet. We really enjoyed those conversations. And thank you to our viewers for remaining with us during this period. I just want to know, though, we know that our viewers are tuned in, but here in the room, are we here with a clap of hands? All right. Yes, indeed. We're still around. Now, as we have heard earlier, there were 40 entries for 5 categories. Now, these 40 entries were judged by external judges, and Unam ensured that they used external judges, so you don't say that that professor or that lecturer didn't like me all along, and that's why I didn't win. So these judges are coming from the institutions of the Business and Intellectual Property Authority of Namibia, the International University of Management, our labs, Namibia, the International University of Management, as I mentioned, they had 2 judges, as well as the First National Bank of Namibia. Those were the individuals that were really, really tasked with that hard responsibility since September to make sure that they are scrutinizing all those 40 entries in those 5 categories and select the best overall deserving winners. Now, we have come to that point where we will be finding out who is walking away with what and in what category. And we will be starting off with the new entrance to innovation space. Now, this is a category solely for the University of Namibia students. So the lecturers, the alumni are sitting this category out. It is dedicated solely to the students. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call on the sponsors, because in this category we have the sponsor of the Namibia Ports Authority as well as Standard Bank, but I do understand that they are both not present this evening. So I would like to call on a representative from the University of Namibia as a representative on behalf of the sponsors to help hand over this award. All right, well, as they are making their way up to the podium, I would now like a drum roll. How are we going to do this drum roll? We're going to hit on our tables. I want a very loud drum roll so that we find out who the runner-up is. Beautiful. Now, the runner-up in this category comes from the Jose Eduardo dos Santos campus. That is, of course, in Ongwediva in the Oshana region. And his concept is titled Automated Solar-Powered Wastewater Treatment System. And this runner-up is going to walk away with 10,000 Namibia dollars, sponsored by Standard Bank. I love the excitement. The individual who is the runner-up in the category of new entrants to innovation space solely for the Unam students is Mr. Isaac Nanapo. Is Mr. Nanapo here? He is. Well done. Well, this is the runner-up in the category of new entrants to innovation space. Another round of applause to him, please. Congratulations, Mida Nanapo. Thank you so much. Do you have any words to share, perhaps?
Yes. Evening, everyone. I really appreciate this for me having received this award tonight. I really appreciate everyone who has been supporting me, starting with my family, my friends, and as well as my lecturers. And I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, congratulations to you. And now for the winner in this category, that is the new entrants to innovation. This individual is from the Noidam campus. That is, of course, in Windhoek, Commerce region. And their concept is titled Proximate Analysis, Consumer Acceptance and Microbiological Quality of an Imitation Emulsion Sausage from Processed BGN Flour. And the category, the sponsored amount in this category is 25,000 Namibia dollars by Namport. Let us warmly welcome the winner of the new entrance to innovation space, Ms. Ndapandula. Never forget Andreas. Well done, Ms. Andreas. Congratulations. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Ms. Andreas. Well, the next category, Franklin will be handing over that award.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the winners one more time. I can hear the conversations happening there by the table. What is the amount? The winner in that category, and I kid you not, her name is Never Forget. It's almost very prophetic. Never forget that she won tonight. All right, her innovation did not fail. As soon as she did it, it just worked. And so we are moving on now to the second category here. And that is the category of emerging innovators. And this is specifically for the staff at the University of Namibia or the Unam of the world. Work with me, colleagues, work with me. All right, so we're going to start off with the runner-up. I want to make sure that I've got this one correct. And so this one is sponsored with a value of 10,000 Namibian dollars by the University of Namibia as well. And the concept for this one was Namibian ectobacteria-based nanoparticles for inhalable. The language is very, very powerful. Inhalable pneumonia treatment. We are not done. We'll go through it again. Namibian bacterial-based nanoparticles for inhalable pneumonia treatment. Now, again, I can tell by virtue of the responses here, about 98% of us, we don't know. But we are here together in solidarity and in spirit. And this specific person, ladies and gentlemen, is from the Hage Geingob campus, right here in the Great Commerce region, the region of all regions. So would you help me in welcoming on the podium the winner of 10,000 Namibian dollars, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Albertina Marina Dinelao Shatri. Yeah, in that specific order. We should continue clapping, ladies and gentlemen. 10,000 is a lot. And she can see who did not applaud. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, the winners, when you get here, please stand a little bit so that we take the pictures so that we can show your children, your children's children, and their children's children's children. The winner in this respective category, ladies and gentlemen, the concept title, Design and Fabrication of an Indigenous Friction Stir Welding, set up for conventional milling and drilling machines, all the way from Jose Eduardo dos Santos, from the Ongwediva town in the Great Oceania region. Ladies and gentlemen, would you help me welcome on the podium the winner, sponsored by Telecom Namibia at the value of 15,000 Namibian dollars, Dr. Surendra Kumar Saini. It's me against the names today. Doctor, congratulations. And the representative from Telecom Namibia, just stand right here for me, gentlemen, looking ever so elegant. Another round of applause. There we go. This is not a floating trophy. It is indeed his trophy. All right, I'm telling you, Oshana is coming in very strong. Whatever is happening in the Unam of Oshana, we like it. I'm giving it right over to Elago. What do we have next?
Well, Frankie, what we have next is the Seasoned Innovators category. Now, this one is for the Unam Associate and full professors only. So here we only have one winner. We don't have a runner-up. This one is sponsored by Telecom Namibia to the tune of 15,000 Namibia dollars. And this Unam Associate or full professor is from the Sem Nujoma campus in Henties Bay, Erongo region. And his concept is titled Innovative Use of Insects as Protein Sources for Sustainable Animal Feed. Now the winner is Professor Ndakalimwe Naftal Gabriel. May we continue clapping for Professor until he makes it to the podium, please? Do we have a representative of Telecom here to hand over? Thank you, sir. Congratulations, Professor. Very, very well, very beautiful. This is the category of Seasoned Innovators. Thank you.
Right. It's proving to be a very interesting evening, Elago. And what I do appreciate, I think, with an event like this is the fact that innovation is being recognized. Because you need to realize the roads that you drove on today, the cars that you drove in today, the plates on your table, somebody had to innovate those things. Can you imagine what Namibia would look like in the next 20 years? Most likely a metropolitan. Most likely a metro city. Now, thank you so much, Elago.
You're welcome.
As for you proceeding, this category is Unam alumni. At least this word we know. Yeah. The other fields of study. It's tough. And so with this one, ladies and gentlemen, the runner-up is being sponsored to the tune of 10,000 Namibian dollars, and that is by Doris Green Hydrogen Village and August 26 Holding. I would like to call the sponsors on the podium, please, to just help give over this award. And this is to the tune of 10,000 Namibian dollars. The concept title, Muboni. Again, somebody said it in a very, very powerful language, Muboni. You see, Muboni. And so this is from Katima Mulilo, the Great Zambezi region. And the runner-up for this one going home with 10,000 Namibian dollars, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Clement Sipopo. Round of applause. You see the Great Zambezi region is showed up in good numbers. There you go. Receive your gift there. And that is in the category of Unam alumni. Absolutely amazing. Now, to the tune of 15,000 Namibian dollars, sponsored by Inceptus Holdings. Ladies and gentlemen, the concept for this one, Auto Show, a smart solar-powered seed sowing machine for Namibian small-scale farmers. And the winner for this category, ladies and gentlemen, from Rundu, the Great Kavango West region, and I know that Joshua Mario is smiling with this one. Would you please help me welcome on the podium the winner to the tune of 15,000 Namibian dollars? That's Miss Maria Kativa. Madam Maria Kativa, 15,000 Namibian dollars from the Great Kavango West region. So colleagues, let us innovate. You see what the sponsors are doing. Congratulations. Receive your gift. Yeah. Elago, let us innovate microphones, new AI systems that speak Oshuambo.
Absolutely, but you need to innovate next to me.
Okay.
Yes.
Let us do so.
You need to remain next to me because the next one is the big one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Another congratulations to our winner, please.
She looks absolutely stunning.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So the next one, which is the biggest award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, see, because we are the judges now. All right? And so we just finished now with the Unam alumni. We've got the SME, I think.
Yeah.
So we've got the SME and then one last one.
Okay. We have the SME. And that SME is sponsored by Telecom Namibia, once again, as the platinum sponsor for this event, to the tune of 15,000 Namibia dollars. So I'd like to call upon the representative of Telecom Namibia to please come on stage. At this point, I think he's just supposed to remain.
That's our main sponsor.
Yes, indeed. Now, this individual is from Hobabes or Maheke region. And this is in the category of SMEs, right? And the concept is titled Nevora, Bridging Educational Gaps with Artificial Intelligence. And this is none other than Mr. Lucas Pareki. A round of applause to him, please.
Mr. Lucas. And you can tell, young people in AI, Mr. Lucas Pareki. Congratulations. Congratulations. Stand right there and get your gift.
Congratulations, Mr. Pareki. Another round of applause. Definitely young innovators there in the category of SMEs, as sponsored by Telecom. Congratulations, thank you.
So
now
the big one. Now the big one. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say, never in the history of funding innovation have I seen such. And so this is what we call the overall best category. Overall best. I was going to find now the definition, but I think it's the proof is in the pudding. And so basically, to the tune of 25,000 Namibian dollars. This is the overall. Omtese declare back. All right? 25,000 Namibian dollars sponsored by a Pangelo mining company. For this one, we need to bring the serious delegation back on the stage. If you do us the honors, Lago.
Yes, indeed. For this overall winner, we are going to call on, that is the Pro Vice Chancellor, that is Professor Ellen Namila, to please help us hand over this award. And she will be accompanied by Ms. Lovisa Emmanuel from the Ministry of Education, Innovation, Youth, Arts, Sports and Culture, as well as Mr. Elifas Hawala, that will be here as well to hand over this award. A round of applause as they make their way to the podium, please.
Right. Now, remember the drum roll we all did? Remember? No. I was asking the question.
The excitement.
I was not giving the instruction. Remember the drum roll we all gave? Given by virtue of the amount of delegations we have on the platform, and, Shwambo, we saw Palyango ne, we want to prove to the immediate stakeholder that we are grateful for what they have given us. Therefore, this drum roll, because she will call out the winner. But we need to drum roll it nicely, because if I was the winner and you don't drum roll me, it won't work. You check. So 3, 2, 1, we drum roll.
Okay. So that was practice.
Yeah, that's just practice. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. So what we'll do is we'll drum roll properly, because the world is watching. People are in Ethiopia checking it. And now what's happening with the drum roll in Namibia? Let's do it now. On 3, 2, 1, drum roll.
And the winner for the overall best category is none other than Miss Maria Kativa from Rundu Kavango West Region.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. The great a standing ovation is necessary for this one. Part of innovation is also empowerment. And what speaks empowerment more than empowering the girl child? Madam Maria Kativa.
From Rundu.
Yeah, from Rundu.
Yeah.
And so for those of us watching, we are saying Gapyoko. 25,000 Namibian dollars, ladies and gentlemen. And that is in the AutoSow Smart Solar Powered Seed, the overall best in the Smart Solar Powered Seed sowing machine for Namibian small-scale farmers.
Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, Madam Kativa.
Another round of applause. The great Kavango is very happy. You don't even have to go today. We'll book the room at Country Club. And so we would need her because she's the overall winner.
You know what,
we can't let her go.
We can't let her go. We need to give her a chance to say something.
Exactly.
We really want to hear from you, ma'am. All right. After the picture. Another round of applause. I think we need to keep clapping for her. We need to keep clapping for her this evening. Our overall best winner.
Madam Maria, the podium is yours.
Even start, like, oh my goodness, this is, it's, okay, first of all, this would have not been possible without God. I keep saying it's God's amazing grace. Because if I told you that I almost gave up last year with this design project because my things were not working, they were breaking. When I kept testing, something bends. So now it makes sense as to why that kept happening. And I really thank God for the resilience, because if it was not for his strength, I would not be here today. And secondly, this goes to my mentor. I hope Dr. Amatu is watching, because if it was not for her, I would not have submitted this competition. I always doubted myself, like, it was not innovative enough until today. And truly, I am so grateful. And I'm so sad that my mom does not even know that I'm here, but this is for her. Yeah, thank you so much. It means a lot. And to every Namibian girl child, it can be a boy, a girl, keep dreaming, be a bold dreamer, because at this point, I feel like not even the sky is the limit. I mean, I've been flying in the sky and it feels like I can even go higher, because the only person that can stop me is myself. Thank you so, so much.
Go higher, Madam Kativa. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Yeah, innovation, even in words. Huh? Yeah, I'm telling you, see, Kavango is here, fully represented. Ngapi? Somebody give that table food. They deserve it. We would like to appreciate the following sponsors in kind. That's Thrive Financial. We've got NSI. We've got BIPA. We've got. You see, I'm gonna get the proper list after this because my eyesight is not the best. But I also would like to thank the media partners in this specific event. New Era. Where's New Era? Oh, New Era. We are together. I'd like to thank the NBC. Where's the NBC? I knew it. Ladies and gentlemen, part of what happened here tonight, I think, was a clear indication that Namibia is on a very, very good direction, a very good trajectory. But I think it's rather counterintuitive if we left and we did not give the University of Namibia its flowers and the round of applause that it deserves, because you need to be a visionary to see this come to life. So, would you help me please put your hands together for the Unam of Namibia and the Unam of the world?
Amazing. We are now nearing the end of our program, but what is an end without a vote of thanks? So allow me to welcome Dr. John Sifani, who is the Director for Center for Innovation and Development at the University of Namibia, to just give us those closing remarks with a vote of thanks.
Thank you very much. It is very difficult to give a vote of thanks after listening first to the AU anthem. If I had the power, I was going to use the AU anthem. The lyrics of the AU anthem was my vote of thanks. Secondly, after listening to the acceptance speech of the best overall winner of this year, I was left actually speechless. I was almost scratching my scripts, which I had done as my vote of thanks, because she has actually done almost what I was supposed to do. But nevertheless, since my name is on the program to give the vote of thanks, I am going to honor the program, as this event is being streamed live. So, Professor Ellen Ndeshinamira, our substantive PVC for Academic Affairs, today acting VC, thank you very much for gracing this occasion. Dr. Joseph Ndinoshiho, our acting PVC, our commander, Mrs. Lovisa Emmanuel, the Director for Research and Innovation, the person who keeps innovation at her heart. You cannot talk of innovation and research in this country or system of innovation without mentioning the name of Lovisa, because Lovisa Emmanuel was there when this systems of innovation for the Republic of Namibia was coined. Ask me more about it during the networking outside. Also, our council members who are with us in our midst, thank you very much. And our members of the executive team, executive committee of the Vice Chancellor, our VSEC, who are here, the senior management of the University of Namibia, our distinguished sponsors, I will mention you in my statement later, our partner institutions who have come to support us here, our esteemed judges who made this opportunity, this function, functional. Let me start with a quote of Theodore Levitt. He says, creativity is thinking up new things. Innovation is doing new things. This quote, ladies and gentlemen, resonates very well with our theme of the 2025 Innovation Competition Award, which goes by the words which I'm going to say now. Opening minds through entrepreneurship and innovation. As such, it was indeed made possible by the generators from the support of the sponsors we received, for which made us to host this event today. I will mention them not in the order of preference, but in the order of which letter or which word came first when I was scribing here. So, Mr. Evaristus, you are number one, does not mean that you are our best sponsor. We have the Dauras Green Hydrogen Village. Thrive, I'll pause a bit on Thrive. Thrive is a company which is owned by one of our own, a former SRC of the University of Namibia, who has been now turned into an entrepreneur. Maybe you might have seen that some of the people were receiving booklets. She has produced those booklets, and those booklets contains information that is needed specifically today by the participants here and the winners for them to grow in their financial portfolio. The Namibia Standard Institute, our all-weather partner in standards, have again this year agreed to provide free training on standards to the winners. New Era Publication, our media partner, Namport, NBC, we are here because Telecom Namibia, our platinum partner, August 26, BIPA have also agreed to sponsor all the winners with free registration of their trademarks. Standard Bank Namibia as well, thank you for the support. And now coming back to the government of the Republic of Namibia, say unwavering support to support human capital development. And today, we are picking one component of that, which is innovation. We heard from the good words of the minister, which were read by Ms. Lovisa Emmanuel. We thank the ministry for their all-weather assurance and commitment to see the development of innovation in this country. To the participants, you are the reason why we are here today. We really thank you for the effort you have made. I know it was not easy to coin together a concept, transform that concept, incubate it into a prototype or an idea that you even went to compete, and today you came out to stand on this stage. Thank you very much. I want to leave you with a quote. Innovation is the ability to convert ideas into invoices. So I want you, when you leave here, those ideas you have won, now you need to convert them into invoices. I mean, you need to commercialize your innovation. To the invest management, we are also indebted by your good buy-in to our ideas and our requests on the development of innovation at Unam in particular and university and the country at large. This effort, colleagues, could not have happened if certain minds, I don't know whether 6 or 8 minds, did not sit together to deliberate, internalize, and come up with a conclusion that this indeed befits to be sent and the person the honor to stand on the stage. The judges, we thank you very much. And lastly now, almost lastly, to the CID team, the Center for Innovation and Development team, under the command of our captain, Dr. Joseph Ndinoshiwo. This is a team, ladies and gentlemen, which has got skills which the university might not have known, but today they have been presented. You heard the speech which were read here, were written by the colleagues in the center. The resources, we heard that we have mobilized, we managed to bring in sponsors. The team went their extra mile to bring this sponsorship. And lastly, I would like to personally thank the hotel management for allowing us to host this event here. And last but not least, this event, although I mentioned about the Center for Innovation and Development team, we also worked with a Unam organizing committee for Innovation Competition Awards, which we constituted last year, and we continued this year with the same team. I just want to say thank you very much, colleagues. Let us continue to put Unam in the higher frontiers. And I just want to leave you with another quote again. By Drucker, Peter. He said the best way to predict the future is to create it. I thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for those beautiful thank you remarks. I'm sure all the sponsors and everybody in this room is feeling that they are seen and that they were part of this event.
I think one of the most dangerous statements ever said on earth is that we have always done it like this. And so to create is to resist the ordinary. And I think that's what we witnessed tonight, in that if you're going to progress in anything, we have to be innovative, even at ground scale level. I think tonight was an amazing evening, and so please give yourself a round of applause for being here and being an amazing host. My name is Franklin Shitaleni, a full-time creative and a part-time human being. Yeah. And I am obviously joined by the most amazing Madam Elago Shitatala. This was an amazing evening.
Well, just not to, jinx and minx the words of Dr. Sifani, I think it's really time for us to call this evening an end so that the people walk away with those words in their heads, especially, those thank you remarks. But before we go home, we have to end the program the way we started it. Yeah.
So I would like to please rise. That would be for the AU and the national anthem. And thereafter, ladies and gentlemen, we can network.
Thank you very much. We may take our seats. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our program. And we can network and, of course, leave when we are ready. Be sure to go out there and innovate.
Exactly. And to our respective viewers on TV as well as our streaming there, remember that this has been the Innovation Awards courtesy of the University of Namibia. To Joshua Mario Helvi Hishekwa, our other co-host from the red carpet, this has been an amazing evening. Have a great one.